What if you could hear your 40-year-old self right now? Imagine them looking at you through the mirror, not judging, not scolding, but watching, not just in dollars, but in time, energy, and missed potential. Your 20s are like a blank page with the pen in your hand. You get to choose what's written. And yet, so many people float through these years thinking they've got time. That's the first mistake. The truth is, the decisions you make in this decade will compound. And while you might not see the effects immediately, your future self absolutely will. Waiting because your 20s, they're not a vacation, they're the foundation. And every choice you make today echoes in the future. Endless scrolling, binge-watching, impulsive decisions, chasing validation. It's about planting seeds, not waiting for fruit. It's about starting small, staying consistent, and being relentless with your growth. Learn how to communicate effectively. Learn how to manage money. Learn how to lead. But understand the difference between escape and reward. One numbs you, the other drives you. Learn to enjoy the grind. Because when your 40-year-old self looks back, they won't care about the nights out there or care about what those nights cost. These aren't just career boosters, they're life accelerators. Every connection you make could unlock a door years from now. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're investing in a version of you that you'll be proud to meet later. And the earlier you get them under your belt, the further ahead you'll be in every area of life. Because your future self doesn't care about how perfect your Instagram looked. They care whether you made something of yourself. These things eat away at your time like termites do wood quietly. It rewards the ones who show up when it's inconvenient. The ones who take small steps even when no one's watching. And in your 20s, no one is watching. Yet the cost isn't just lost hours, it's lost momentum. And momentum is everything in your 20s. What you don't have is the luxury to drift without direction. So, if you're drifting, procrastinating, or simply going through the motions, this is your wake-up call. Let's talk about why wasting your 20s isn't just risky, it's expensive. Think about this. The habits you build today will either serve you or sabotage you. You don't have as much time as you think. We live in an era where distractions are everywhere. This decade isn't about having it all figured out. It's about figuring out how to move with purpose, even when you're unsure. You see, comfort is seductive. It whispers that there's always tomorrow, that you can start next week. But success doesn't wait. You have energy, you have time, but neither is guaranteed forever. Use your 20s to build skills. Not just degrees, not just experiences to post about, but real, transferable skills. Don't let temporary fun rob you of long-term fulfillment. That doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy life, of course you should. Your 20s are when you build the scaffolding for your future relationships, career, and mindset. Every book you read now shapes how you think. Let's talk about money. If you think you'll get serious about finances in your 30s, think again. The earlier you start saving, investing, just because your body bounces back quickly now doesn't mean it always will. Build habits around fitness, nutrition, and mental health today, and you'll thank yourself later. You can't pour into your goals if you're running on fumes. And budgeting, the easier your future gets. Compound interest is real and not just in finance. Compound growth applies to your health. That's part of the journey. But here's the secret. Resilience isn't built when everything's going well. It's forged in adversity. Learn how to sit with discomfort. Learn how to rise after falling. You're not locking yourself into one version of success. You're simply laying the bricks. And some of them will crack, some won't fit, but the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. The most successful people in the world didn't avoid failure, they mastered recovery. Every habit, every choice, every late night working, every early morning planning, it all stacks up. And one day, when you're older, you'll look back and either feel gratitude or regret. You can change your path later. What matters is that you're on a path now. Your skills and your network. Start small, stay consistent, and you'll build a future that many people only dream about. Volunteer, read relentlessly, build things, meet new people. Each experience adds a layer to who you're becoming. Health is another critical area that gets ignored in your 20s. And speaking of mental health, this decade is emotionally intense. You'll experience heartbreak, rejection, failure. Don't be afraid to be misunderstood in your 20s. You're going to take parts others won't get. You'll say no to things your peers say yes to, and that's okay. This is the decade to be intentional, not popular. Popularity fades, purpose doesn't. And please, stop comparing. Your journey is yours. Not everyone is going to be a millionaire at 25. Not everyone will have a perfect body, a dream job, or a flawless relationship by 29. Life isn't a race, it's a marathon. And rushing through it only means you'll miss the view. You don't need to have it all figured out, but you do need to be moving. Direction matters more than speed. If you're feeling lost, that's okay. But do something. Start a side hustle. Your 20s are about building a foundation, not a fortress. The future isn't something that just arrives. It's something you build. Your 30s and 40s aren't a new beginning. Read the result of what you did in your 20s. And if you sleepwalk through this decade, you'll wake up wondering where the time went. Now imagine being 35 with options, confidence, skills, and direction, all because you did the hard work. Now you don't. And that's what makes it powerful. This isn't a time to coast, it's a time to climb. Imagine being 35 and realizing you've spent the last decade chasing things that didn't matter. The message here is simple. Don't waste your 20s thinking you have forever. There's no guaranteed path, but there is a truth that always applies. Intentional effort beats passive existence. Every time, no one is going to hand you a blueprint. Enjoy the party, but get up early the next day and build. Laugh with friends, but learn to be alone. Fail, but keep going. Keep moving forward. So, what do you want your future to look like? What kind of life are you building? What will your older self thank you for? Your 20s are a gift one you'll never get back. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be purposeful. So take the trip, but also start the savings account. Because your future self is watching, and they're counting on you to get this right.